People, it's been a while. Back in the building. Blue tick, serious banter. Today we got a special guest. Welcome my host.
Myself, Digo. First of all, we got to big up our sponsors, them.
Go true.
No Drought.
Yep.
Chop.
Yep. Tudor Livesy, Holmes Fitness, Boxing Club. You lot should take a trip down there to the Boxing Club. It's a good place.
Honey Pot.
Right. Now, let's get into this episode still. This is a special one still. Car. I don't even, like we know of each other, we don't know each other, but he's from the opposite side, as they would say, but we're big men now. Funny man, not a funny man like that, but he's funny. You get what I'm saying? We got my brethren right Yardie in the building. Well, go on, fam. Everything blessed. You good?
Yeah, man.
So what man?
They up on the gully side.
How the lockdown corona season treating you?
Why, that needs to be done now, brother, man. This joke thing, you know what I mean? Been in it for a minute now, brother. Like,
coming up 2 years now, blood.
Come on, man. There's some joke thing, this brother, and it don't seem like Boris have any plans for let we out anytime soon.
None. You know what? I was watching. There was a piece where he said we might be alright for summer, but winter's gonna be mad again.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. You see, if with this lockdown thing, he's scared because once they fully say lockdown, all restrictions are lifted, him can't lock it down again.
That's it.
Him know him cannot do it again.
100.
Because nobody now going at that again.
Yeah.
So at the moment, him have a little hold pan where he give you a little
leeway
and I say, you know, cause when you check outside, you almost feel like the only thing missing is going to a club.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything else.
And sun.
Well, we don't say
last week we got 2 days. This week it's cold again. It's fucking mad. You're an OD.
Listen, brother, listen. I have always had this theory. I don't know. I see a video a long time ago about England having weather machines that make rain clouds.
Oh, the hawk.
I don't know what it's called.
It is.
But a rain cloud. Yeah.
You believe it now?
I believe it. I'm telling you why. Because before he made this announcement, we are get sunshine. Yes. We are say
summer.
21st of June, no good again. Road.
Good.
You notice as soon as he make the speech, the weather change.
Rain.
So we now go angry now. We now go angry about being inside.
Cause we just sitting in
making it hot.
100%.
Trust me, them control the weather.
It's 100%.
Control the weather.
No, I hear that.
Definitely.
And anybody don't know me, I talk about Google, go up on YouTube and search.
The hawk machine.
See that you will see where they make the rain clouds.
Yeah, man.
They send
and you know
what
why I believe this as well? We're in a season, it's summer. And at night,
it's never been
cold.
I had my heating on last night.
I've never had my heating on
in June. I don't ever remember having my heating on in June.
You usually got your fan on in June.
Exactly. My heater has been off since probably beginning of June. And now it back on.
Yeah.
You understand me? Under the covers again.
Yes, bro.
You understand me? Before man no wants the covers. Man lay down on top of the bed and boxers alone.
All of them things.
Now me I wake up and I check for my daughter and say make sure she under the covers.
Yes, but
Me never have to worry about that. This is June.
In June.
So yeah, man.
So you look and check that out, guys. Definitely happening.
That them are definitely.
So let's get into your story. Obviously, I don't want to be cliche and ask you the same questions that you've been asked, but you know what it is. You're as a young Jamaican heritage man. When I first saw you, I was flabbergasted.
That's a big word. That's a big word. Flabbergasted.
So,
man, present.
The first time you touched down and the man them in Peckham heard you speak, what was their reaction?
Yeah, it was shocking. You know what I mean? We did talk a little bit off at camera, but what you did say, we never did want to say it at that time. But what you did say is facts. The man was like, yo, look on the brother here, yo. As soon as they go, yo, listen to him. Yo, talk me them here, you know. So it's like, it was one of them ones. You know what I mean? Certain man, we're not calling him, but certain man even. It was like, yo, I'm a cousin. That's how I got introduced into the ends. Was by certain man was like, yo, that's my cousin. And then from who he was, because of his brothers and that, he's saying he's my cousin. Certified. There was no ritual of, you know, them normally do the when you recruiting them have the rituals. There was none of that for me because of the person who certified as a cousin coming into the group. That's what is it. You get me?
What was the adjustment like though, from yard to Peckham?
You know, like for me, it was just exciting at the time because, you know, me young and them time there. Actually, first time I come was actually when I was just before I was 16, and I only came over here on a summer holiday. You know, I literally came over here on a summer holiday, like the 6 weeks holiday.
Yeah.
And I I came just before the 6 weeks holiday. And when I came, there's so much story into it because obviously you man from one end, I'm from the
Yeah.
You know, I actually went to is it Grove Park?
Yeah, yeah.
I went Grove Park school for a month, you know.
Grove Park.
Mallory. I went Mallory for a month. For
You see how
1
this-
month.
You see how this
He
team,
was
man?
in there as
That's
well
my
still.
school.
Yeah, for 1 month.
You got in and out fast still.
Me and Kinsley was a youth from Peckham called Kinsley at the time.
Who's that again?
Kinsley.
I remember the name. Kind of red skin boy.
Yeah. One month. I got there for
remember
1
Kinsley.
month.
That's mad.
Just before 6 weeks, like, cause when I came over, it's like my father said, "Yo, you have to go to school." And
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Oh,
alright.
yeah,
I said, alright, cool. But him bring me this, but then all of him friend them they are Peckham, I never understand it. You get me at the time, you get me? But them time him used to live at Catford. But me used to always there Peckham because his friends were there, and
Yes.
I got introduced. When you get introduced to age group people, it's that's where me I
Peers,
come.
isn't it? That's your
You get me?
peers, isn't
So
it?
yeah,
That's
so
where it's
I
at.
did 6 months, did 6 weeks holiday. Then I say, yo, I'm tired of this daddy, I go back to Jamaica. I don't want, this is not for me. You get me? So I ended up going back to Jamaica and was there until I was 18. And then that's when I came back over again, like got to that stage of being 18 now and say, yo,
I want to change
yeah,
again.
I'm tired of Jamaica and I want to change because you know what happened is my friends now, who I went to school with, they were all leaving. Some were going Canada, some were going America, some were coming England. So it's like, what's my friend them there? I'm from Black River, so Black River is what them call it.
I know it very
It's
well.
like a ghost town. You see, after like 6, 7 in that town there, just dead. So it's like you're bored. At them age there, you're bored. My father had a sound system, so obviously we was playing on the sound system every weekend, out and about around Jamaica. But we just wanted a change, you know what I mean? Just feel like they want something different. So call my father and say, yo, want to roll come to England now? And actually I was meant to go to America before that, but it worked out. I didn't. I end up here, so came over and just dropped back into the ends in the Peckham. And because when I came over there, you know what Peckham's like.
Yep.
It's a mixture of African and Jamaican. So it's like you're automatically surrounded with people from Jamaica anyway.
Automatically, straight
Like
away.
you just see it. So
Away from home.
In Peckham, Peckham's got a very Jamaican energy in it.
Yeah.
Like, and especially back them times there, it was real Jamaican energy. Understand, like Yardman thing,
I used to have the
mamas.
African them who used to pretend to be
To be
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Back
Nothing.
there.
The whole-
Now you
the
got
whole
the
Peckham.
Jamaicans pretending to be the Africans. It's
You know
nuts.
what? I swear to God,
Brother, promise.
when we first reached it, I didn't even know who was African. I just thought every black person was from Caribbean, not even Caribbean, Jamaican
Yes,
background.
bruv. Yes, bruv. Yeah.
Because it was popular, everybody wanted to be
100%.
Jamaican. You understand what I mean?
100%.
So yeah, the adjustment wasn't too bad because you're young, so you're easy to adapt to things. And as I said, the culture, even from your end, is probably similar. Is that British culture is very influenced by Jamaican culture.
100%.
So it wasn't no big adjustment. It was just getting used to certain little things.
I imagine I was going to say this to you. I reckon. How would you see your hugest adjustment would have been you being a white boy in Jamaica?
But you see the reason why it would if I moved there.
Okay.
But you see, true.
All right, so you see
true,
how
I was in
okay.
Jamaica from 3 months old, you know.
Okay, yes.
3 months old, so you don't know nothing different.
Yeah.
You understand? 3 months, you don't even know. You just know titty.
Yeah.
You see me? You just know
Breast
titty.
and milk.
Cause that's all I see titty in your mouth. So you don't know nothing else. You see me? So for me, it's like I grew up, and then where I'm from in St. Elizabeth, funny enough, is be a light-skinned people.
Yeah.
And I went to school with we call them coolie, which is like Indian, Asian looking, but we call them coolie.
Yeah.
And then you had the Chinese as well. We had so many mixtures there. So me, I never really felt out of place, and nobody never make me feel out of place because I never know about racism until I come to England.
Okay, you see it there?
See?
Ever.
See it there?
See it there?
And then they'll argue if you call England racist. No!
Hey, have you ever experienced racism as a white Jamaican?
You know, it's hard to say because it's like I see with privilege, like the white privilege thing. I know what it is. I cannot say I don't have white privilege because I'm white. So you have it without even knowing you have it.
And you know it's real.
Yeah, you might not experience what it is because once me open my mouth, it stops. So just real talk, you know what I mean? It's like white privilege is basically you not being judged on your skin color straight away. You get opportunities based on your skin color.
Yeah.
Get that.
Yeah.
And I know that people will see me and be like, oh, yeah, let's grab him and then some go, what going? Oh no, sorry, the other guy. You know what I mean? So I get that, you know what I mean? But in terms of racism, if I experienced it, I couldn't say. I would, and even if I did, it wouldn't be to the level of what a black person would go through. You know what I mean? It'd be like it's not. It doesn't compare nowhere. But when I was in prison, an officer definitely was very. If I was black, I could definitely class that as racism because the way it was like, you're white, this and you're that, you're not black, and why you talk like that, you're this, you're that.
Yeah, that's racism.
Why you like?
That's 100% racist.
So it was. So I've experienced
from the other side as well.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Usually your reverse,
brother. I'm tell you something. White people give me the most stick, you know. You know that?
For being Jamaican.
Yeah, listen to me, white people. Let me tell you something. One thing with me is that I can relate to mixed race people, yeah, in certain aspects of what they go through. Because with mixed race people, depending on the areas that they're in and how they're brought up, they
conform.
Yeah, because remember, you know, mixed race, they're white and black.
Yes, so they have it both in them.
Do you understand me? However, black people accept them more.
Definitely, I have this
100%.
Conversation all the time.
100%.
So with me, it's like I'm in that same category of black people accept me more.
They accept every shade, like the shade.
No, you see the thing with
You're black, innit?
You're a Jamaican, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. Like, you're a Jamaican. There's no give. It's not even about the white or black. Like, you called yourself White Yardie. You're just a Jamaican.
I didn't even call myself that.
You see,
I didn't want them call me that. Brother, me used to just be called Yardie. Yardie. Because you know when you just come from Yardie, the man must give a name Yardie. So when they tag me name on wall and I just Yardie. But what happened, there was another Yardie now, and he was black. So when them used to always say, yo, oh, me I go check Yardie. It's like, they must say, which Yardie? Oh, White Yardie. You know what I mean? So they just stick from this. So people just say, all right, just give him White Yardie. And even when I start the comedy, you know, I never want to use the name White Yardie. I want to use my real name, Harry. You get me? So that's the real name I want to use. I don't want to use my real name.
Yeah.
Even use the name Prince Harry at first.
Yeah.
Because you don't know Prince Harry. And I say, yo, like he's a bit of a rebel and outcast and rare. You know what I mean? So I say, yo, I go with White Yard.
And he loves Jamaica as well, didn't he?
So I say, make me go with Prince Harry as well. Yo, them people that wouldn't allow it, man. White Yardie.
That's mad.
So they gave me the name, so I just embrace it. You understand? It's people give me the name.
Course,
it's not me directly go out there and say, yo, me I go take this name and run.
Yeah, it's mad.
That's mad.
That's mad. Yeah. It's mad. You know what? And that's you see that question that you asked. I didn't even think about that. You know, like, have you ever experienced racism? But to some degree, I would say that you've definitely experienced prejudice.
Yeah.
That's 100. 100. I can imagine you getting that. Like you said, as soon as they hear you speak.
100. Because even people being fascinated with him, his prejudice, like, yo, chat. Like, remember, I've said it before. It's like hearing a cat bark.
Yeah.
Do you get it? You understand?
No, it's not.
It's not. Trust me, blood.
You're similar.
No one say, oh yeah, cat bark again, cat. Don't let me down, you know.
Trust me, blood. It's different. It's like you said it yourself. Until you open your mouth, you're accepted on face value.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I know it's like obviously enough people who don't know, like real Jamaicans never question it. You understand? Real Jamaicans
tell by the way you talk.
never sit down and say, yo.
Remember what the slogan is for Jamaican?
Out of many one.
Right. So they would not question it because they understand the thing.
And them used to it. Then we see the Chinese man where them go to the shop and buy things from.
He's talking
So them get it. You understand? But it's more the like, how can I say, is it the third generations or the second generations of people from Caribbean backgrounds? So if they was the ones who always question, is it a gimmick? Is that how he really talks? No, it's not real. We can hear it in how he speaks. No, and you have to break it down. It's like, look, I've been living in England 17, 18 years. So literally half of my life in Jamaica, half of my life here.
Yeah.
You have to learn to adapt, and we Jamaicans do adapt anywhere we go in the world. You send me to China, by next week, me speak Chinese. You understand? Or me have a Chinese accent. Because we want to blend in. We don't
100%.
always want to stand out. It's just like when your mother, when you used to hear your mother on the phone, and she was talking, oh yes, hold on, one. Hey boy, let me tell you. We have to learn to adapt to our situations. You understand me? So, check the levels. Because they mostly say when I do interviews or any show I go on, they was like, oh, but you can hear it's not. If I sit on an interview in England, I remember England and speak hardcore raw patois throughout, what are they going to learn from what I am saying?
Nothing.
You
might as well listen to a song.
There you go.
Check Usain Bolt. When Usain Bolt finish a race and he does a press conference, you think that the man come from America? Yeah, so that was a great race today. And I said, Usain, tell him man, say, yeah, I'm banana and them something. You know,
I tell him he eats chicken nuggets.
Yeah. You have to learn to adapt to your situation where you are, man.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, law of the land. All right, cool. So air what now, yeah?
Yeah.
You come, you was chilling. We're not even gonna go too much into the F3. Indirectly, me and him have crossed paths.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? So you got caught up in whatever, and then you decided to make the move.
Yeah.
How did you go from gangbanging to comedy? Because you see the thing. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
The man them that you was around, they're not with that.
I know.
Badness. Comedy what? Hey boy.
It's mad. It was never planned, you know what I mean? And the worst thing is about it, the man them who I was around, probably who you would probably assume was going to be, even to this day when we speak, the man them say, yo, you should get him into comedy. Because you know you always have a joker around.
Yep,
I wasn't the joker, but it just accidentally happened. You know what I mean? And how much I can say without incriminating myself? You know, after a while, you know, like, I realized, look, man, badness not really pay. You get me? The badness not really pay. Like, you beefing with people over foolishness, it actually slows you down from making money.
Can't go this place.
You can't go this
that
place.
Can't link this person.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so obviously with when you're in certain gang activities, the only other way to make money is selling drugs. Do you understand? So that's the route I went down, is selling drugs, leaving, like, not focusing on the ends and the badness, and start branching out. So go OT, you get me, and start billing outside. And I was on. It was, and I was doing this by myself.
Was it easier for you because you was white?
That's the thing. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna act like me an idiot. You think I got like me an idiot? I know this. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm all a Jamaican man. Yeah. Because after a while, like, so obviously most of the men them from the ends when we used to hang around were English. They're English born, but they have Caribbean, Jamaican parents.
Yep.
But after a while, as you get older now, I start go around some of the older Jamaican man them, like where you know up on the ends as well, and you start sit down with them and chill a little bit and learn. You get me as well. So, you know what I mean? Because automatically, like, that's what's inside me is the Jamaican. So more, you know, more, I gotta attach myself to that. But they're around the man them, I remember these older man, they were talking, and one man there, and they talk about country this and half ends and how much money they make. Yes, I'm a son. Yeah, and the man said, one of them said, yeah, man, brother, you see, ask me about your color, me a millionaire. I mean, I said to myself, I don't know nothing, I just know London, I just know Pekka.
Yeah.
So me, I say, what them I talk about? Like, what do you mean? And the man said, yeah, man, how you mean, man? Brother, you're going to them, some of them ends here, we don't see no black man, you know, and be a people who look like you. Say, But then 1-2 trip, we go up and couple of the man them ends go check it out, and I say, okay.
Things are go on.
Something go on, yeah, so. Yeah, man. Something go on, yes, and then, you know, I link with the next older Pekka man from, older Jamaican man from Brixton now. Big man. And him have a ends, but him kind of left it type of thing. And Chum used to roll with one of him little son them and look after him. Him say, yo, go on, do your thing now. And so me go down there and start do my thing and build up, and I have my ends now. I have my own line. So now I do this by myself. It's like every day I drive up and down, you know, motorway every couple of days and And then this app came about, Keek. I don't remember it. There was an app called Keek. Yeah, it was a 36-second video app where people can just post a video and they can comment, just like normal social media. But this was like the first video app out now, and to actually watch stuff on there, you have to download the app. It wasn't one of the ones you can go on internet and just watch it.
Okay.
You have to download the app. You have to have an account. You have to have this. You have to have that. So I set up an account because everybody had talked about it, and you know sometimes you're just bored putting a trap house type of thing. You're just bored. You're watching everything. So that is what I started to watch these videos, and then one day I just say, yo, I'm going to drop a video, you know, because I want to talk about some things, you know. I want to rant about some things. You know, you're miserable and you want to talk about something. I remember I drop off my son to school and something did on my mind. I say, I'll talk about it. And my first video, I remember I'm going to say, yo, people, you know I can't take them teacher in the morning, you know. We drink coffee and smoke cigarette. I want to come up in your face, come tell you good morning. It's not a good morning. You upset my morning now. Your breath stink. I know you may consider whether I've taken my son out of school and you know, so I say, yo, like, if you're going to do them things, then you have to travel with toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, Lister, everything. You have to have everything. Put one in a car and air freshener on the back of your tongue to make it hang and give you fresh breath. So it's just that. It was just me ranting. Yeah. I'm going to do more and more rant videos. Then start to some sketch. No, so I do ranting videos, and then obviously the attention that first was like, this white man, why him talk so? It caught attention. I was like, oh, okay. To me, it's normal. You know what I mean? To people around, it's normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cool.
So it caught attention. People saying, do more videos, start do more videos. People start like literally commenting, saying, yo, you're like a Jamaican Kevin Hart. You should do comedy. You should do this. You should do. We need somebody like you. And they kept going on and on in the comments. And that was kind of like, I never set out to become famous. I never set out to gain anything. We just do a video for the sake of doing it. I just like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then more and more I start do videos. Start do sketch videos. It was like, I'm learning, you know what I mean? I'm learning the craft of comedy now, you know what I mean? And people say, yo, do it. Do stand-up. Do it. And then I say, all right, I'm going to try it. And yeah, man, try it like 8 years ago. And yes,
the man them glad you did it still. The man them glad you did it still. Trust me. That man them glad you busted up. That's sick.
Shows you never know where your destiny lies, bro.
Yeah,
never know.
Obviously as well, it was a tricky one because yeah, like when you come from a certain life as well and you're around certain people and it's like no, all of a sudden because even and I used to do sketch videos and sometimes you play out a role of a woman and a man. And it's like, yo, my woman used to have this wig where she, Halloween wig thing. It's a blue wig, remember? I say, put it on and go on like the woman now.
You have to know levels though.
And I say, yo, wait hold on then. I start do that now and I say,
my bridging.
How the man them have a look on this?
Yeah, mad.
But when I post the video, I say, no man, wait.
Delete that.
No, but me left it. Because a part of me say, you know what?
Man know me, they know me. Man know me.
But you know, is I actually made a conscious decision about 5 years ago. I won't do that again.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I've never done it because it was my son's I have a son, and I look on it like kids were recognizing me at his school.
Yeah.
No,
that's the next problem.
That's a teasing for him.
Yeah.
And I had to take that on. It never happened, but I had to make that decision to say.
You left him open. You left him on. You're not leaving him open to that.
Fair. I have to realize now I'm in the public eye. Decisions I make, things I do can affect my children, my family.
Definitely.
So I have to think about them. You understand what I mean? And yeah, even swearing. If you check my videos for the last 4 or 5 years, I haven't sweared in a video. Because again, I'm walking down the street and this woman stopped me and she's like, oh my God, that's the man. Look, and she dragged this little girl, cannot be more than 7, 8 at the time. And she was like, oh, little girl was like, oh my God, I love your videos. I'm like, what? I swear. Made a decision. Not swearing no more.
I rate that.
Definitely.
That's when it's become a job now, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to take things serious.
Yeah, you gotta take it serious.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm doing these things, don't even realize that it's for my benefit in the long run because even brands that certain brands I've worked with, they're very conservative. So if you do certain videos or you swear too much,
So they won't ever. They won't
touch
touch
it. They're like, nah.
Wash their hands with you straight away.
Yeah.
That's the game, innit? It's mad how these kids grow up faster. How's a 7-year-old watching your video?
My mother son
The mom's watching it.
So she
Yeah,
there
but this
peep it too.
See, and this is part of the problem with the whole thing. What's going on right now with these kids? Like, how have you got a 7-year-old watching big videos where man's talking about whatever man's talking about? Your you's not supposed to know about that. This is the
I
problem.
might have to put some little ratings on the corner of their videos.
No, man, parents to do their job. Stop all that.
Yeah, but
Your
some
mum
of them
at
just leave
7,
it. Some of them
let me
just
ask you
leave the
something.
youths with
Let
the
me ask you
iPads,
something. At
and it could
7,
just come up as the history, and the youth just clicks on it and just.
Let me ask you something. At 7, would your mama bust your ass for seeing certain things?
I remember one time, like, I sat down there and I had a battery in my hand like a Duracell. Backwards, so the brown bit was like the bottom. Sitting in my eye, bun in my Duracell. My mum coming in, she said, hey, my mum gave me a feeling, you get me?
You know how mad it was them times? You could get beat for seeing something by accident.
And that's just true. I see people and smoking, it's cool and
Anything.
Walk in the room and see the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, doing that.
yes, mad.
Things change though.
This is the problem.
Like
What we was talking about.
you see with how we bring up, remember now, we used to fear with parents. Like no matter how big we are and how small your mother or your father, we fear them. You remember, I'm gonna tell mommy, no, don't, nah, please. You know them little
My
things
brethren
like
used to bunk in school, you know, bunk. And me, I'm with my brethren, them in a bad, we're all bad. You see, as they're bunking and they kind of, I'm saying, blood, I'm not on that. Cause my mom's gonna know about this one, they're gonna write a letter to the house.
You want me to
See,
give you
my
a
mum,
joke?
I was petrified of her when it come to her hearing about me being bad on road.
I'm gonna give you a story.
petrified.
See, when I used to live in Peckham, right? I used to go Oliver Goldsmith, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what took me. Me and 2 of my friends, I think we was about 8 or 9. I don't know what took us the day. But fun fair was on in Burgess.
Yeah.
Man said, man's not going school. Man's going fun fair. This how you know man's full youths, you know. Cause man's going fun fair from 8:30 in the morning. So I don't know what man's thinking. On a school day, you get me? But man's gone. Now I'm saying, man drunk, you get me? Tried to style it, whatever. I've come back, you get me? My brethren's mum, I used to live on Camden Estate. So I used to walk up the ramp and my brethren's house was right at the top of the ramp, you get me? So the woman's like, yeah, come Nathan, come. Your mum's coming to get you. So I'm saying, raw, cool, let me go in, nothing, boom. Gone in. You see, have you got in the yard, the door locked. My brethren just started getting the works of his life. Blood, I'm in there like, oh my God. Hey, this is mad. What? You not going nowhere. Your mama's cut. I'm saying, you know, like I'm looking up like, this is mad. Blood, Ruben got beat for about half hour. Blood, I was in there like, no, this is mad. I'm saying, how am I getting out of this? Blood, you see when you know when you hear your mum, you just, Sanya, when there? I said, come down, get up your little, got up, yeah, boom. She didn't even hit me, you get me? I'm saying, raw, I'm alright, you get me?
Wait till you reach home.
Yes, what? Reach home. Wait until Sonia's front door shuts. Yeah. You see, as Sonia's front door shut, blood. She give me a blood shot, bang. They caught me with one, bang.
Oh, damn.
Ran off, started running down the landing. So I'm not coming home. I got beat.
Yeah, man, I'm bad. It's all fun and games, so it's not fun and games.
But that's the thing, is no matter how bad a man is on road or outside the road,
man.
We had that respect. It's not even say fear, you know what I say? It's the respect. And I think sometimes it's we know we don't want to disappoint them all the time.
100%.
That's the reason. So when we know we are getting that trouble, it's like the speech, everything, and you just don't like it. You know what I mean?
I have to say sorry.
Yeah, man, too much
between my legs.
Yeah, because you see a big thing now. Yeah, but this is a big thing nowadays. Most man in here can testify. Coming up as a youth, one of the biggest things you would get beat for is not respecting your elders.
Yeah.
You see, like you shame up your mum, you dare be with your mum and run up your mouth to somebody that's older than you. I dare you. You see the youths nowadays, you don't hear, those things are not installed in their upbringing. It's not about respect your elders. Their parents ain't telling them that because their parents are probably not even respecting elders. So the youths that were walking around out here with no respect for nothing.
Mum wants to be the same age as son. And daughter, they want to roll together.
No, that's something we tell people. You see, your children, they're not your friends.
No,
They're your
not.
children.
They're your children. That's
You
the
have to have a
You see, when you
friendship.
start, you do, but when you start treating them like you and them are equals.
And size.
Respect
goes
God.
out the
Because
window,
now they're comfortable
100%.
because ways now them around you and them hear your boss joke and you say, yo, post soul, tap your nice. I'm like, okay, we are friends too. So next time you and him are chill and you say something, you look at him, see you to your friend. You know, you're breaching a boss joke and he says something, and you say, yo, post soul, tap your nice. So him see that now, next time he asks something, yo, post soul. Trust me, man, we and again, small things me notice with the youths today compared to how we were. If I went into a room, if I came in here and there's elders in there, you have to say good evening.
Yep,
and
100%.
Them kids are walking and just look around and gone about them business. Not
100%.
like, even on road, like man who walk on road and we know some big man there on the ends chill out and walk and say bless up.
Yes,
them youth and them walk, man, screw up them. It's
Yes, Papa.
different.
Yes, Papa.
The respect is gone. That's what it is. There's no, you have to respect your elders, man.
Definitely.
But I do blame parents. I do blame parents because.
And the government.
Yes, but also the parents. You know the reason why I say that? It goes back to what we were just saying about treating them like friends. Because when you start treat your children like you and them are friends, you and them are equals, they then put other elders your age as
Into
their
the
friends.
same bracket.
So it's like,
Me and you are size. Like, that's where it starts. What? You think my dad can't tell what? What are you talking about?
It's true,
And
man.
you know, and
It's
this is the
true,
thing, like
it's
even
true,
now,
still.
like man's big man now, like this smoking thing. Like I'm just gonna break it down to the smoking thing. I went to a family event the other day, and somebody said to me, "You can't smoke here." And I said, "Are you mad? My mum knows I smoke. No one can't tell me nothing." It's the exact same thing. Do you understand? And that's the head, that's the mind space.
100.
Do you understand? Like, if my mum knows, what can you tell me?
Go around the corner or try and make it look a bit. Do
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing, and that's how these youths are. I don't know how we help them, but I know they all need help.
They do.
Every man in his parents.
1,000,000% they need
Every
help.
man in his parents. My oldest is 13. My youngest is 3. My boy is 12. Every day, I'm scared for that little boy, and he's not like I've made sure that he's not like man. He's not supposed to be like us or living how
but
we was
the
living.
problem is that because my son is 14, you understand? And it's like I brought him up. Me and his mother have brought him up to be different. So he's not gonna be like me. He's not gonna go through that way because the problem with me is that I have respect for I have always had respect for my father and my mother, always. And just like we said about scared and fear and disappointment, that was there. The only thing with my father is my father was in the game. So my father was my plug. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't my plug. He was a socket.
Connection.
He was it. You get me? That was the power supply right there. So he used to make sure I as much as he's teaching me the right, I'm also seeing the bad.
So both sides of life.
Because I remember my father used to say, yo, I remember when first over here now, around 18, he must say, yo, why you not get a job? And when I said, for what? When I sell my things and everything, I said, yeah, but when I was your age and I'm doing my hustling, I had a job. And what I did is that I would have the job, but back then they used to get paid in little brown envelopes. And he said, yo, when we used to get paid in brown envelopes, we all used to line up. The man used to pay. He said he used to work on a site. He said, we line up, we pay. Him get fee. Everybody bust up on a count how much them get. And he used to get fee and put it in top pocket and walk off. Everybody look at him like, he didn't need it. But why not? He's making money on this.
100%.
So my father used to teach me those things. So it's like he used to teach me certain things as well, but he's teaching me the other side. Now my son, I don't teach him none.
The other side.
He's only knowing this side. You know what I mean? Like they're not
100%.
learning because Daddy's not doing that, and I'm not. And even when I was doing it, you were young.
You don't
didn't
know me
see
like
it,
that.
You didn't
You
know
don't
me
know
like
me
that.
like that.
You understand? It's only when you got to a certain age, you have to say, you know, Daddy did go prison for a while, and I'm like, yeah, like. What, like a week or...
Yeah. That's the innocence.
Couple years, man. It's before me know your mother everything. What? So I have to break it down to him and I have to make him know because he's at an age now where it's like, you need to know, say, I know what goes through your mind at your age because I've been through certain things. I've lived certain life. I've been in certain roads and know how things set up. So don't try to fool me.
And
You get me?
see me
So-
as a big fool.
But the problem
They gotta understand that.
is we try to teach them the right. but there's other parents who are not teaching the children anything.
Anything. Just leave. Go your own
friends with your children's. Yes.
And those are the ones we have to be careful of. And it's not to say.
That's their peers, isn't it?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So as much as you protect your children, you cannot protect against everything.
100%.
You can only teach them the right, but
see, once they go out of that house, you're no longer in control of it.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing. As long as I'm in control of it, everything's gonna be alright.
That's what's dangerous.
What I'm not in control of.
Yeah, it's like
because we used to put on an act in the house. It was a good act.
Come on, man.
People coming from Christian households, they might even go church on a Sunday, but you see as they go home and change off their clothes, they're on the road.
On bad
because of what they didn't want to bring or show that household. But it was fully on badness. That's why mums used to say, not my son.
Yeah.
No, son. Not my son. They don't know that side of son. Nah.
My mum's not telling me that.
Man coming in, putting down his piece that he's made in OT in front of his mum.
You see my mum?
She said, where do I again?
No, you see what? The one thing I say, moving from, because remember, I'm from Birmingham originally, and I moved to Peckham, Now, growing up on Camden, North Peckham Estate, at that time in my life, I've never been part of such a community. Because that's one thing about, you see Peckham, like, it's, when I was growing up there, community was mad. Like, 10 houses know you, and they'll tell you, oh, hey, it's getting late, go to your house, phone your mum. Like, it was like that. Nathan, come, I'm taking you home, it's late, you shouldn't be out there. So you always felt safe
in your community,
anywhere on that estate. So my mum will tell you the first time I went missing, I was 8. You know tech. Damiola Taylor Center, One time I was 8, you get me? Obviously, I'm following the older man them. Man's gone tech, you get me? Tech's open till 10. That with the man them. After tech, the man them's just on the estate. I don't even know time. I'm 8, I'm just with the man them. But I was gone till 1 o'clock. At 8 years old, just on the estate, police looking for me, all madness. You see the beating that I got, that I swear I got blood, the wooden spoon broke. Oh, it was nuts, the beat. Blood, I was shaking for about a month after that beating.
What you just say is vital, what you just say as well, community, you know. They don't have that no more. Because no, what they did in a lot of the areas is they've moved. And they've moved people all over the place far. So now you right now you have roads where people live on and nobody not chat to each other on that road there.
And that's normal now.
You don't even know your neighbors, you don't even know anything about them. You just
and
that's it.
And that's normal now.
They
normalize that. And I'm telling you, bro, you see, like, and I say this all the time, like, even the other day, I went on YouTube, and there's like a video of how North Peckham looked when I used to live on it, and it didn't look like that to me, right? North Peckham Estate. I'm gonna show you the video one day, If you see how it looked so ghetto. But you see, living on it, bloody didn't look like that. That was lovely. I love this place. All this there showing me abandoned cars. I'm saying, nah, I don't remember none of this. Are you nuts? Man's on the block. Love. It's crazy, bro. When you look back at things, fam. Peckham was big part of my life, man. Big part of my whole thing. I can't take it. I moved from Peckham when I was 3. I moved from Birmingham when I was 3. I lived in Peckham from 3 till 9, 10. But I was still there I was there until gang business. So I was still going Peckham. Like, I got family, I got cousins. I was going until secondary school. I was still going Peckham. And it's only when the man them, I've started linking the man them. Then the man them, I got problems with them. Remember I went primary school with certain man. So it wasn't like, it was like, I'm not, it's mad, I got problems with, but and then one of the man them from primary school bottled me. And that was when I just said, alright, cool, F everyone. I'm on this thing, you get me? How you feel about Blue Story? We're back here. Someone in the audience just threw it up. We got audience this time, people.
Well, I had a camera in this too.
I know with the big thing.
I was on the blue side. I think, didn't you see? I was the father of one
at
of
the party.
And I was in Lewisham. That's meant to be. So, Blue Story. I think it was good for the culture. It was good. It's good. I think it's good for Peckham and Ghetto as well. Like, you know, I mean. Lewisham, for those who don't know. I mean, where's Ghetto actually? Let me ask.
Ghetto is actually New Cross Woodpecker Estate.
Yeah.
Ghetto, on a whole, but because of at that time, the dynamic, everyone from this area was a ghetto boy. So so for Peckham, it'd be the whole ends that was ghetto.
Go all the way to Catford.
Yeah, but for us who know it, the ghetto is actually New Cross Woodpecker Estate.
Okay.
You understand? But now it's different.
Yeah.
It's obviously everything's different now.
Change
Catford
up.
Youths are Catford, Lady Roll Youths and Lewisham Youths and Lewisham Youths.
Mad, innit, bro?
I mean, alright, so Blue Story for me, you know, like, is what it is, man. I mean, I know some people never too happy about it, but you have to take it for what it is. And I just look at it like, I feel like what has happened is what next now.
Created opportunities.
Yeah, it's because now it's showing you that you can make a movie that we can say is a good UK movie. When we always say, yo, let's talk about, what's one of your favorite movies? Everyone's like, Don't Be a Menace. You understand what I mean? Boys in the Hood.
The English boys in the
It's
hood.
like when are we gonna start giving our own people here some recognition? So I think that Blue Story was a good movie to know, say we have something like that, because obviously I know people in America, Canada, and I travel, and it's like people were like, yo, they saw my cameo and that's like, yo, I love that movie. You know, that movie was great. I didn't know you guys had it like that, because they have this perception of England, like it's very soft. Yeah, you know what I mean? Very soft. They didn't man on nothing.
Everyone thinks of the Queen whenever they think of England.
But no,
Queen.
That movie has shown there's another side, and it's not to glorify gang violence. Let's be real, boys. I'm not saying it's good to glorify, but it's to show that just like how you can go into and watch. And this was something I don't like. You know, sorry. I don't like people who criticize movies. That I've seen people make videos and say, yo, another hood movie and this and that. But when no bomber clad sit down, I watch movie where war are going and man a drop bomb and 100 soldier versus the next.
Terrorists.
You know, I watch them movie there. So when you say another war movie, come on, man. But I think what Rapman has accomplished, obviously, it's only one story of many.
That's exactly.
That's only one story. There's a door open right now, and I feel like you don't need Rapman to do another story.
No.
There's opportunities. So anybody out there who is good at writing, or even they have to be good at writing, anybody out there who wants to tell their story and know that they can tell their story without incriminating themselves or anybody else, sit down with a writer and write your story, and then it's just getting the right filming crew behind it to make another story, because there's so much more to the actual ends. When we was talking, saying about remember when the man used to sell weed, skunk. There's no different type of flavors. It was just skunk. One skunk. That was it. And then until White Widow and all these other ones came in, but it was just skunk. Yo, you have any skunk? Yeah. Simple as that. Purple or whatever. Yeah, and everybody had
the drawers in their personal bag and tights. Do you know how stupid that was? And man thought they was hiding that from the police.
What?
How stupid that was. Imagine you'll be there getting searched thinking, they're not going to know. Hey, nah, that was
Let's pull this string. And then we'll take it. Let's go. No, trust me, I don't think about it mad, but that's what I'm saying. That's I know shit like that in a movie is historic for people who know about that, and just like raw, like that's what the man used to do. Like I was saying is like, yo, I remember like even 5-6 hours selling skunk, and it was all of us sitting on the ends with the skunk, and it's like, what the fuck? How 6 hours sell the same shit? So one I wouldn't even be a customer. That's what it's mad, but.
Like, yo, the Blue Story thing, obviously, like, there's going to be different opinions on it. Some people are emotionally attached to it, some people ain't.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is this, like, I respect his thing, and he's created, and like I said this before, I've always said this, he gave some people, he gave some unknowns opportunities, and I'm sure I've seen a couple man thriving off of the work, what they done in Blue Story. So you have to big him up off of the back of that. On the same hand, I'm gonna say that I'm always gonna say I understand why the man them are a bit upset. I get it. I'll always get it, because I am one of them man, but I'm not upset. I'm just voice.
But this is what I'm saying. Them man that can tell your story.
Yeah, but you see the problem. You see the problem.
Jay-Z's gonna see that story.
Yeah, listen. You see the problem. You see the problem with a lot of man in it, and this is where man need to grow up and be prepared to take risks. Man are in their comfort zones, innit?
Yeah.
Man are sitting at home in their comfort zone. Now to get up and make a film, that's what you talking about? That's impossible. People like me don't make films. There's man that sit there.
But you know the thing is, what we have now is the internet. You know what I mean? And YouTube, I guarantee. I don't know. I've never looked for it, but I guarantee if you go up on YouTube how to write a movie, there'll be a tutorial on that
100%.
to tell you.
100.
I guarantee if you need, there's actually a farm. There's actually a layout, and you can. I think you can even Google and download a layout, and it will tell you what to put in, what you need to do. All these, it's there. It's just
put in the work.
do it. You understand? Like, too many times the man them feel like, yo, everything will come to them. Everything will come to them. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. Sometimes you have to go out and get it yourself and make it happen. So someone got upset. But this one story, it's not even, it's a viewer's story.
Yeah, it's one view from 100 views.
You get me? Cause even check the levels, yeah. Even if you just look at this, yeah. Just say, for argument's sake, Rapman did another blue story too, and I don't know which character in it, but there was another character in there that was not so much involved. But he popped up. I can't remember all the characters, but he always popped up. He was one of the characters that you always seen in a couple scenes, but he wasn't the main character. No, he does his story.
Yes.
Like the two guys that were pressure in the Lewisham,
the light skin you and the dark.
Yeah, they could have a whole story. They could have a whole story.
100%.
Do you understand what I mean?
100%.
Trust me, so
it's
they
branch, it's like a tree and a branch.
So man, them shouldn't. I get, and if it's a thing of because the story wasn't told in the correct manner or certain details were missing, you have to understand as well. If it's homage that man are looking for, enough ghetto boy, enough Peckham boy, there's hundreds.
Many.
Man, would that be a 10-week movie where son I watch it. When that done, man? When that done? And I guarantee after it, him still say, I never big up my man. Everybody else apart from.
It's true, bro.
So you know, it just make everybody. And again, with making movies, being in the industry, I do know that you write a movie, you will film. But when it starts editing and chopping, things get taken away.
Yeah, it's
because
true,
you have to,
true.
But no, man, them just look upon it as a great open the door now. Get serious. Man, them have money. There's enough money, some big money. Say, yo, I go buy some of the big camera them where Steven Spielberg and them money have. Yeah, send some man go uni, go learn how to shoot movie, edit. And nothing that there's many talented young people where do these things and they are
not qualified.
I'm gonna give them a tip. Anybody are watching, check uni and college. Yeah, there's always young college and uni people who are looking for work experience and will offer their time because it goes to their portfolio and their things like that. So check them out. They are willing to work. Camera people, all these audio people.
Definitely.
When I did my production in I did my one-man show back in 2016. There was actually two stage managers that were in uni that offered their time to come in and do it, and actors who are needed on stage, and they were in uni studying, and they came just to do that because it goes on their portfolio. You understand what I mean? And it goes towards their grading and stuff like that. So think about things like that. Trust me.
Yeah. No,
that's good. You see that? That's a gem right there.
Take it in.
That is
for the future, boy. Like we saying right now, they will know what tomorrow brings with this blood clot coronavirus. But you know, I'm one of them people who looked on lockdown like, you know, it's what it is, and it's how you deal with it. You can either come out of lockdown the same person, or you can change. Simple as that, or you can improve yourself. Some people literally sit down in lockdown and haven't done anything, and they're gonna come out of lockdown and be that same person.
I come out of lockdown an extra person, not a different person.
You changed. So you made it. But no, you
come out an extra person.
When did you man start this podcast?
October.
So it was in lockdown.
Yeah, we started in lockdown.
Yeah, man, we've been
check the levels. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Check the levels. Say there was no lockdown. Would this even happen? It might.
I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. This wouldn't happen.
And that's it. And there's a lot of men who have started things that they wouldn't have done, because a lockdown give you time to think about new things that you can do and check. Because you sometimes we need a little break. So I feel like I needed a break, not this long though, but I did need a little break because I was continuously on the go. You get me?
Yeah.
So for me, it's now I've done 2 solo 1-hour shows already, which is like a one-man special. So in comedies, it's like we have one-man specials, which is we write an hour material, and then we will just go perform around like all different cities and so on.
Tour.
Toured Canada, toured in America, toured the UK. I had many bookings over in the Caribbean and stuff like that. But obviously during COVID they got postponed, so they've now postponed to next year. So for me, I'm trying to work on my next hour material now. I got the kind of layout of it is just now putting the material together. So planning it and then testing it out at smaller shows and just structuring it together. So then, all right, maybe once we free back up, I can say this is my tour. You know, I'll be honest, one of my aims is, you have to aim high, you know what I mean, is I would like to do Wembley. Wembley, not the stadium, the arena. You know what I mean?
Why not though?
Well, one day, but for me, I feel like the arena would be it's iconic. You know what I mean? And I cannot see why I shouldn't be able to do it, but I would love to do that one.
Yeah, that's tough.
Again, man.
I reckon you'll be able to do it
That's
soon.
tough. So do I still.
I reckon you could sell them tickets now. Like even saying it now, like thinking about it, like, I think you could sell them tickets now. Cause I would buy a ticket for it.
Just make sure you buy one for you, one for your mother, one for
Oh, the whole family,
the whole
everybody.
Family, big enough. I did O2. Let me tell you something. I did O2 back in 2016. The O2 Indigo.
Yeah.
Which is over 2,000 people, and it was one of them ones where when you decide to do it, it's like, all right, cool, I'm going to do it. And we started the promotion from February 2016, and we sold out in November. So it was a whole year of promotion, but it was needed, you know what I mean? Because as much as I believe in myself, I want to give myself enough time to prepare, and I want to make sure everybody who's coming there is going to enjoy that show. And the show was amazing, man. I recorded it, everything, filmed it. So, you know, we have that put on, did a next one. But yeah, we aim to go bigger.
So you're looking at Netflix though?
Brother, I've been looking at, but I don't know how I'm going to play, man. But hey,
what you say, the moving stush?
I don't, you know, in this industry, you have gatekeepers, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You have a whole heap of gatekeepers, and some of these gatekeepers.
You don't fit the criteria. If you don't fit the criteria, you can't pass.
You gotta go there and not open your mouth.
You see, I'm going to use sign language or something.
Oh, you gotta talk like, mommy, hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, how you doing? The worst thing, no matter how I try, like sometimes I try my best, it just, even the other day, some of my friends talk about it, and I say, yo, you ever hear when him try to speak English, like to him friend them or to some of him family them, or him partner family them, me just listen to them like, it sound fucked up. Stop. Just talk normal. I say, yo, like.
It's like my patwa.
Yeah.
Quickly, before you leave, innit, something you can help me with.
Yeah.
The weight loss thing, innit?
Yeah. The Great Black Detox. Links in my bio on my Instagram if anybody want to check it out.
See the plug.
But it is, it's with me. Not for the brands and companies who anything I endorse, anything I talk about.
You know it works.
I have to know, I have to believe in it.
Stand behind it. If you can't stand behind it,
you
you're not
can't
doing
sell it either. You understand?
100%.
It's like, yo, if me not believe in that water, man, the water tastes like cursing out. Don't drink it. You know what I mean? But if it proper and you say, yo, it's refreshing, me believe in it. Now I did this detox because Robbie from AFTV, so he was doing it. And like this was during the third, fourth, I don't remember which lockdown. One of the lockdown them in February he was doing it. Yeah, February. So me and him do the Zooms for the channel, and we are talking. I say, I notice, I dropped so much weight, and he keep telling me, yo, I'm doing the detox. It's this and the health benefits to it and all these things. I say, I'm gonna try it, because the thing about it is, you start putting on a whole heap of weight in the lockdown. And all that we have this great metabolism where they can consume XYZ amount of food and just go tired it and your manga
like
again.
Them, man.
Yeah, like them man.
And them man.
Them man eat more food than everybody and still not put on a shot.
Yeah.
So obviously I was piling on a lot of weight because I realized that certain clothes felt too tight. And I'm talking about real talk, extra large was feeling tight.
Oh, yeah, that's mad.
And imagine, me not tall, you know, so if me I wear extra large and me not tall, the material don't make sense. There's too much material. You know what I mean? Like your t-shirt is but the problem is it's funny enough. Extra large, it don't matter if you're short and your feet are extra large, it's not gonna be a long t-shirt. No, it's not gonna be a long t-shirt because your belly and them things they stretch.
Oh, yeah.
So it's stop up.
Yeah, it still come out.
I know the feeling.
But when you lose weight and put on extra large, then it big. Because so I realize extra large is where I feel comfortable. And I'm like, no, I'm realizing, like, man, I draw for hoodies all the time. Like, hoodies is my go-to now. I'm realizing, like, you see, like, what them call them thing, the Gillette, yeah? Like, me I realize me I buy them for wear of a t-shirt because I like, you know, it help covers. Me I start hide certain things, so I wasn't confident. You get me? Me never like it. Me never, as much as me never show it, but me never like it. I didn't like it. I didn't, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna try this thing. Yeah, you have tuck inside them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So
You don't want, man.
So I have to try something different. So the Great Black Detox is a 14-day detox that you do. Now, you get these supplements. There's like 4 different drops that you get. And what it is, let me just break it down. The 14 days, no food, no alcohol, no drink, nothing. No sex, no smoking, none of that. No, the only thing you're allowed to have, I know.
Press that button.
I don't even know what it is.
The only thing you're allowed is to have is spring water. You can drink as much spring water you want, right? You can have coconut water. You can drink as much coconut water as you want, but it has to be 100% coconut water, not the ones that we have to check it, because some of them say coconut water, they say 85, and you so one of the drops that you get a liter of water or just under a liter of water, and you drip 18 little drops into it, and you can squeeze lime into your water or lemon. So you can have lime and lemon in your water, and you have to finish that water every day. So you have to have a minimum of 3 liters of water. Okay. The drops now, the other 3 drops, you deal with them like dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you have one in the morning, one set of drops in the morning, one set around lunchtime, and one set at evening time. You put them under your tongue, and you keep them under there for about 5 minutes, so they can absorb into your system. Because under your tongue, they will get to absorb. Quicker. So it's not swallowing the drops, but once you absorb them, then you can, anything left, you can just swallow, drink with some water. Now these supplements, they give you all the nutrients that your body needs to survive. So it's not like, oh, you're not eating, I'm gonna die. What you get from food, these supplements are gonna give you, but take away all the bad things. So all of the toxins. Because that's what it is. This cleansing, it's a cleansing. It's not a detox to lose weight. It's a cleansing detox for your insides, to get rid of toxins, to improve your immune system, to all these things that we've been building up for years. We're eating processed food, all these meats that them tell us are fresh, but them killing meat all last week. You understand? And sit down there. So you understand, like, all these things that we've been consuming. So this detox allows you to get rid of all of them things there. But the downside to it is you lose weight. But in my case, it wasn't a downside. It was a bonus.
Definitely.
I lose weight. But that point, when I started, I was 14.3 stone. I think I was 14, and my current weight is 13.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I know people have done it and lost 2 full stones.
That is mad.
Like that, and obviously the more weight you have, the more you're gonna lose. And what this detox does is it takes you from different stages. So for the first 2 days, you're basically your body's cleansing out. So if you go toilet, you're gonna get rid of everything, yeah. Not diarrhea, but you're just gonna go like normal. However, you're gonna realize that after day 3, 4, 5, 6,
you ain't got nothing.
You're not gonna toilet again. I just piss you up, you know?
Yeah.
You
nothing to get out.
So then, yeah, but then it goes into day 9, where it's like ketosis stage now. So now it's deep cleansing time. So then you might start go toilet again, because now it's getting the last little bit of whatever's left in you and getting it out. And then what it does as well is that these supplements now, your body starts to react to say, yo, we really not getting no food. All right, cool, me did have some fat safe, go drop on the fat. No, really not.
That's how it works.
It starts
That's exactly
drop on
how
the
it
fat and
works.
say, yo, I'm gonna eat them fat out. And then you realize that it's not, I mean, I tell you, say, one of the best things like I have done mentally as well, you know what I mean? Because if you can go through something like that for 14 days, you can do anything, man. It's
100%.
So I recommend to anybody, I'll give you the link anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a thing.
Can you do
I'm gonna do it. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come back. You lot, look. We're gonna look. Let me stand up. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it this week.
No,
I'm gonna do it. Right.
Alright, what I did,
See me
let me tell you
now.
what I do. It's up to you, but what I did is, since doing it, yeah, as I said, I believed in so much because the doctor, yeah, he used to live here. He's from Jamaica. He used to live here. Now he lives in America. He's well known. He's been on what the show there with the Charlemagne on
Breakfast Club.
He's been on that as well to talk about it. His son, you know who his son is?
Yeah.
21 Savage is his son, you know.
All right.
Yeah,
he's from here.
Someone from here.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
I didn't even realize that until somebody, when I was doing a live with him, somebody commented and said, yo, ain't that 21 Savage's dad? And I mean, I'm not asking him. I said, oh yeah, I'm a son, man. I'm a son. So, you know, he's not like he's a well-known doctor, you know what I mean? He's got his qualifications, everything. Herbalist as well, he's a herbalist. So what we did is that after doing it, because so many people were asking me about it, they have an app and I run a group. I run the one group on that app with about 35 plus people where they got the detox and they started it. And I was like their mentor every day. I would check in the group, we message, we can send videos, pictures, and speak to them. So next month, I'm doing my second group now. So today we start promoting. I'm gonna go and do a live with him. I'm gonna do a live with him tonight at 6:30 p.m. So if you want, just tune in.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune
so
in.
you can listen to what we're saying and stuff like that, and you can just get an idea of it. But next month we're gonna do a next group with as many anybody want to join can join. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is when you do it with people like that, it's almost like you have encouragement to carry on. When you do it by yourself, sometimes you can easily quit.
Definitely.
Like, I mean, because you do it by yourself, but when you have people doing it with you, just say like you and three of your bridges, say, yo, we're doing it, you know.
Yeah, we're doing
in the
it.
morning, you link up and say, yo, brother,
One.
I do my jobs right now, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
It just
100,
encourages you,
yeah,
and then
100.
you're going to see the results. And trust me, after 7 days, jump on the scale. If you ever lacking motivation, if you do it, jump on the scale. I promise you, when you see that, you say, whoo-hoo-hoo. Come like a new energy. You say, no, I'm hungry. No, real talk, let me just make it clear for the people. You do not get hungry doing it. You miss the idea of eating food. That's the because the supplements are giving you what you want, you know. For the first
Trick
couple of
your
days,
body.
you do feel hungry.
But after a while-
after your body gets used to it and the supplements are kicking in, you don't get hungry. You start to just miss the idea of eating our flavors, different things, you know what I mean? And they give you out, and I think be very clear with everything I tell you, 'cause in case people are watching and go wrong with it. They give you also the after pack. So they send you an email with the books, the e-books, and it tells you how to ease yourself back into food, and even gives you meals, ideas, and ingredients
that's
and
it.
instructions to cook healthier, eat healthier. Trust me, man.
I'm coming.
Best thing. If you do it, I promise you.
Coming.
If you do it next month, what was it? July, August, September. By September,
Mad.
you take topless picture, man.
Mad.
I promise you. I swear.
You understand? On
He's
the
on it,
beach.
he's on it.
Are you coming?
You
You
want
coming?
to
Same
like
time. He's
that?
coming as
My
well.
picture, I'm sure you know.
I read that.
That's the turn up. Hey, you see, if you don't like me now, see when I'm famous and thin, don't chat to me. Yeah? Famous and thin.
Famous and thin. Famous and thin. Famous. We gotta say famous.
Alright, let's wrap this up, man. That was sick.
Nah, man.
Hey, my mother love for
Enjoy,
coming
man.
through, man.
Enjoy, man.
That was that. I love this one still.
Big up the Blue Tick Podcast.
Yeah, that.
Man.
Yeah, that.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
The man them off of me, not
Come
drink
on.
from there.
Alright.
One water them off of me from there. The man
Nah,
them
he's
off.
a wicked liar, you know. Don't make him come in there and tell you them lies.
See, man, have a whole they will run over this thing.
You should have come in and not opened your mouth, bro. You got everything you wanted.
Say he lost his privilege. Nah.
Respect for coming.
People, like, share, subscribe, Spotify, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. We're back.
Yes.
Trust me.